Good morning, everyone. My name is Emmanuel Sinclair. I'm a full-time web dev student at Ironhack Web Development Bootcamp. This is our final project that I created. It's called festreview.com, and I'm going to go ahead and walk you through why and what I did. So let's go ahead and get started. First, a little bit of information about myself. I was born in Costa Rica. There's a picture of me at a music festival. There's my two dogs, not pictured as my red-footed tortoise. And there's some links if you want to connect with me. Please feel free, or we can talk after. Not a problem. So what exactly is FestReview? It's a MERN-stack single-page application, meaning that it was built with Mongo, Express, React, and Node.js. Its main focus was to be used for trip planning for a festival, creating reviews for user interaction about the festival, and providing information about festivals in general. And why FestReview? Why did I make FestReview? So I really enjoy music festivals. I'm sure everybody else here has been to many music festivals or have been to one or something. But for the main reason is because of money. There's a lot of money in music festivals. And there's actually, I don't want to say a regulation to them, but there's nobody that actually kind of oversees them and, talks about them. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Fire Festival that happened. But basically they scammed everybody out of like 18 million something bucks, crazy mess, and it was ridiculous, and nobody really says anything about it now or talks about it, but I would definitely want to avoid that happening in the future, so I figured we'd hold them accountable in some regard, right? So if we're talking about them on social media, then they'll be like, oh crap, we need to fix that. So this is a layout of festreview.com. This is my ideal situation where you can search for festivals around the world. You can review any festivals you've been to, and you could also connect with other users in the music festival community within my application. So some of the challenges that were presented to me was when we had that thing with React and learning about my components and props, and will it or did it mount? I don't know, man. That's a whole other question, so I'll figure that out in a little bit. My API creation, I connected to a database. I'll go through that in a little bit. But that was really annoying. And everybody's mortal enemy, which is time. Can't beat it, sucks, and that really, really sucked. So some of the takeaways that I got, and I definitely had that face every time I figured something out. I was like, what? So connecting my front end and my back end, that was actually pretty interesting how that all worked and coincided. Speed, React is extremely fast, sometimes too fast for certain regards, so I had to implement a few features for that. And commit. My devs, you know what that means. Do it. So for the future of FestReview, once I actually have more time, I want to add a search functionality. I want to connect the user profiles with each other and be able to communicate, and provide a history of the festivals you've attended and things like that of other things. And I left the number 4 there just because there's more to come. So let's go check out some festivals. There's my lovely girlfriend at Coachella. We're hanging out. It was a great time. So let's go do that. So this is festreview.com. I have a parallax effect in the back. So as you scroll through, and my target users for now are younger millennials, things like that. So you can scroll through, you can find, search for all the festivals. You can go ahead and log in to start creating festivals. And then just send some information about us. And you can sign up to our newsletter, which doesn't exist. But you can do it if you want. So let's go ahead and sign up for an account. And I guess, I'll do CoolBoy55, because he's always pretty cool. So let's go ahead and sign up CoolBoy55, and no, I won't remember the password. I'm going to go ahead and check out his profile first. So for his profile, he is pretty blank. He can't do anything, but he can edit his profile to any picture that he wants. I don't know, let me just go grab one really quick so you guys can see that. Second. I do want to also implement the Cloudinary search thing. Oh, no. Oh, no, it doesn't have the tab. No. All right, my fault. We won't do that. Just pretend I went ahead and got that in there. Anyway, so you don't need it anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and update my name. Manny Sinclair, and I love music. Let's go ahead and submit those changes. And you can see that my user profile and information was updated for my users. Now let's go ahead and look for some festivals. So what I had to do with my festivals, it's a very large query that I get back from the API that I'm connecting to. So I had to implement a few like loader effects as you're looking for festivals. So it kind of goes through like, hey, I'm looking for a festival. And now here I'm connected to the Eventful.com API. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Eventful, but basically they provide just information about events. And specifically, I did a query search for music festivals. So as you search through, you can look at music festivals. This specific query was for all festivals. So here's one in Venice, Florida. Here's one in Norfolk, and one in California. And you can go through, and eventually you'll be able to narrow down to what you need to get to. A few more things I need to implement is the pages that I was working on, and it broke everything. But you can go through different pages and look through festivals. So once you go ahead and click on a festival, it'll actually load up here to the festival details, and it'll give you the information that is spit back from the API. And while it's doing that, it's creating it to my database on the back end. So once you go ahead and submit the reviews, you can go ahead and create one. And here it comes for your thing. And I'll just go ahead. I made a few different categories, an overall rating, a sound rating. Most of them are geared towards art, food rating, a venue rating, stages ratings, different activities ratings, and your vibe that you got while you were there. So you can go ahead and add the review. And you can see that it populates the user reviews right here. So as different users go in and add the reviews, you can see it. And I also have the comment feature, but that also was acting a fool, so I took that out for a little bit. But I'm going to go ahead and implement that so you can comment on people's reviews and see what they were thinking about and why they rated at the festival that way. So this is Fest Review. I hope you guys enjoyed the presentation. And if you have any questions, please feel free to let me know.